Hello guys and welcome back to the channel with a new video. As you probably already understood from the title of this video, today we will talk about such an interesting project as Mina Protocol. So this is the same project that had very high hopes in 2021 and it really justified these hopes by shooting up to $6.5. But with the beginning of the bear market, this coin was severely fallen down together with all altcoins and has currently corrected by almost 95% from its highs. In this video we will look at this project, see what it is, whether this coin is worth buying and if so, at what price. As usually, hit a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So let's first of all, for those who don't know, figure out what Mina Protocol actually is, and then we'll go over the numbers. So Mina Protocol is an American project that positions itself as the lightest blockchain in the world, working on a technology called zk-SNARK. To put it simply, all information within this blockchain is transmitted in the form of certain snapshots and not blocks as in other blockchains. And accordingly, thanks to this technology, Mina Protocol is truly considered the lightest and currently weighs only 22 kilobytes. All operations within this network are much faster, safer, more efficient, but most importantly cheaper. The idea is actually interesting and promising only because if we look at other projects on the market, then the same blockchains like Bitcoin or Ethereum already weigh more than 300 and 400 gigabytes, which of course increases the load on validators and consumes a lot of resources. And in this regard, Mina blockchain certainly compares favorably with its 22 kilobytes, the network of which can be launched even on your smartphone so that it can easily function. As you understand, this breakthrough technology was appreciated not only by ordinary investors but also by top funds. Back in May 2018 and 2019, such top funds as Polychain Capital, Electric Capital, Circle, Pantera Capital, and many others came here investing a total of $135 million. Definitely not a small amount, but the excitement for Mina Protocol project was ensured only because this coin appeared on the market at the right time. So let's go to the chart and see that listing of Mina took place in summer 2021 from the level of $3, and then literally in a few months this coin reached the level of $6.7, showing its historical highs. As you understand, this growth was ensured by the general growth of the entire market when Bitcoin updated its highs and absolutely any coin grew. But when the market began to turn around, Mina fell very well, and from the day of its listing in 2021 to August 22, it had already fallen by about 85%, which greatly upset most of the holders who got into this coin at $4, $5, and even $6. And now let's discuss the prospects for the future growth of Mina Protocol. Despite the fact that Mina has already dropped down to minus 95% from its highs, it doesn't stop its work and doesn't stop attracting new top investors. So literally in March 2022, the news came out that Mina Protocol attracted an additional $92 million. As you can see, such top funds as Circle and Pantera Capital have invested their money in Mina. Also, the notorious FTX Ventures and Three Arrows Capital participated, which bought the coin at approximately $1.5. And as you understand, all these guys are now in a good drawdown and most likely they are interested in this asset growing in the future in order to at least earn their access. That is why it may be worth taking a closer look at this coin already, just because it has already fallen to good bottom values. Another important fact is that if we look at the roadmap, we see for ourselves that work has been done. The work is quite extensive. Certain security technologies are also being introduced, which are now very popular among layer 2 solutions in the Ethereum ecosystem. And in general, if we take a look at the team, we see that here the team is quite large, which doesn't stop its work on GitHub. There are constantly some product updates, which tells us that work continues. If we look at the metrics, Mina Protocol is now in 90th place in the world ranking. The coin is traded at around 38 cents and has a market capitalization of about $370 million, which means that the project is still relatively small and in the future it can be very easily pumped. The total supply of Mina is just slightly more than 1 billion, of which 90% are already circulating in the market. On one hand, this is very good, only because we no longer have to be afraid of any serious manipulations of large wallets or whales. But on the other hand, this is bad, because all coins that previously belonged to funds or large investors have already been completely sold out. If we look at the Western calendar, we see that all funds that bought the coin at 7 cents, at 15 cents, and even at 20 cents, all of them have already been completely unblocked and they have all entered the market. Strategic rounds, Series A, Series B, and so on gradually began to unload in May 2021 until October 2022. We understand that large funds began to sell their coins here, at this stage, and at this stage, and here, and all this entire sale lasted until November 2022, approximately up to these values. Therefore, we can assume, I'm not stating, but we can assume definitely that the project has completely outlived its usefulness, and large funds and investors who received very good shares of coins for a few cents have already had a good ride on all that growth and earned their crazy axis. And we can also assume that there is no point in pumping up this project in order to allow all those who entered at very high prices to break even. Perhaps this is why, if we look at the current capitalization, we see how much it differs from the market price of this asset. I also want to say that Mina Protocol project itself is inflationary, which means that every year new printed Mina tokens will be added to the total emission of coins, which in total will put pressure on the price and erode the overall supply. If we look at the indicators, then inflation will be approximately 12% per annum, and it's projected to decrease up to 7%. But let's do some price predictions right now in order to understand how high can Mina Protocol go during the next cycle. So despite all of the above, it seems to me that Mina Protocol has a good future, but I also want to say that I will not allocate more than 2% of my capital to this coin, as there are certain risks. With such a breakthrough technology as Mina's and its lightweight, if everything goes well, then in the next bull cycle it can give a lot of access. But on the other hand, it may also not give them, due to the fact that it has an inflationary model, and like I said, funds already might have sold their coins during 2021 and there is simply no one else left to pump the coin. As for buying this coin, now the price is already quite good and we can gradually start to gain it to our long-term portfolio. Most likely I will wait a little longer and start buying back everything that is below 35-30 cents. For me this will be a good price. So let's remember that the equation for price prediction is price equals market cap divided by circulating supply. So if we look at the snapshot from September 2021, when Mina was establishing its all-time highs, its capitalization was approximately $1.5 billion. But coin circulation was pretty small at that time, approximately 213 millions. And if we take the data from this snapshot and divide the total emission of 1,076 million of Mina by the current circulating supply at that time of 213 millions, we will approximately get the same price as you see on the screen, $5.10. And now let's take the maximum capitalization of Mina at the time of $1,072 million and divide it by the current circulating supply of 972 millions. And we will have a price around $1.80 approximately. Accordingly, if we buy Mina at current prices at about 40 cents, then it will be around 3.5x, not so much, right? And in order to reach the previous highest, capitalization of Mina must be at least $6 billion, which is actually not that much, since many projects, if they're truly fundamental, can reach 10, 20, 30 and even more billions of dollars. So let's imagine for a second that Mina will actually shoot at conservative targets and its capitalization will be in the region of $20 billion to make it easier to calculate. I think this is pretty achievable if everything goes well with Mina. In this case, the price for one Mina will be around $20, which is actually impressive. And if we buy Mina at 40 cents, it will be about 50x. Respectively, your invested $1,000 will turn into 50,000, which is actually a very worthy result. But you also need to take into account all the risks that this may not happen. So to conclude, Mina has every chance of taking a worthy position in the world rankings in the next cycle if its technology turns out to be truly revolutionary. But this may not happen as well. Therefore, we must always diversify our risks, and personally, I'm ready to take the risks and to allocate a small percentage of my capital and see what Mina will bring us during the next cycle. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next videos. Thank you.